I'm Becca. This is my husband, George.
Hello.
We're going to do another episode. He's going to explain, we're kind of going to talk about what we do after a big fight, because they definitely happen. We're not perfect. Yeah. So how do we handle big fights?
Well, it depends on the fight.
Well, how about the grocery one where I went to Conifer?
Basically, well, it kind of goes back to what I've said in the past, where I just kind of let you run off steam. Try to think about what might have led to that conversation going wrong, or what I might have said, and kind of just like plan for the inevitable talk or when you come back.
The cool down.
The cool down period, and usually I try to clean something. I don't know why,
Helps.
but I try to clean something because it makes you think like, I don't know. I just know that you like a clean house.
I know.
So
Mess equals chaos.
mess equals stress.
Yeah.
So mess is
Eliminate
stress.
that.
So I'm like, okay,
Yeah. I noticed
you
that.
can't have stress if there's no mess.
That's true.
And then it's easier to have a nice, constructive, positive conversation if your house isn't a minefield of toys.
That's also true.
So try to clean something up, or if there's a pile of dishes, that kind of gets very distracting. So I don't know. So usually I'm not.
You give me my space too.
Yeah, try to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to talk to you a little bit faster, or get the healing process going a lot quicker than you might want to. But that's also because I can, literally be like, oh, we fought.
I know, I can't do that. I have to drive to Conifer and contemplate life as a whole.
No, I'm just like, all right, well, I guess, I'm just gonna do the dishes, or, something like that. And then wait for you to come home and have that inevitable talk.
Yeah, well, on your defense, you didn't know I drove to Conifer. I just left.
No.
Well, you told me to go away, but I didn't realize you meant
Told you
like
to
go in another room. Yeah.
Like we have a whole basement. There's like a whole other part of the house that you could have just gone
Walked away to. No, I had to drive far away for an hour.
Tried to drive into the mountains.
I got gas in Conifer. Contemplated life. Because you asked me how my grocery trip was.
Yeah. It's just because I asked how your day was.
But we talked after, and I felt really bad, and you calmed me down, and it was really productive at the end. So that's kind of how we
try to,
handle stuff.
not take things personally.
Yeah.
Try to understand from the other person's position what they're probably thinking in that moment, because you probably said something to piss them off. Whether you think so or not, you probably said something wrong. It might have sounded okay to you, but to the other person, like I said, go away. That meant a million different things. To me, it meant go in the other room, close the door. So anything can be misconstrued. So, obviously accepting that maybe you could have worded things a little bit differently. I could have just.
In your defense, you didn't really do anything wrong in that one.
No.
But I felt so unsupported that I just took it out on you, and it took me forever to realize that. But you were supportive and kind when I came home.
Yeah.
And you talked to me, and I said sorry eventually. Just took a while.
Well, I have to say sorry first for my
I'm working on
horrible, awful, disgusting comment.
Yeah. That is one of the things that I am working on. And my therapist tells me often, she tells me every single time, and I tell her I'm trying. I said sorry today. She says, say sorry. If you feel sorry, say sorry, but try to say sorry more. I'm like, it's not easy for me to say sorry. And she's like, I know.
I only say sorry when I know that, like, okay, there might have been some type of miscommunication. You don't just say sorry.
No, you don't just come in here and just say sorry. But like,
sorry, I'm a horrible
I
person.
react
like,
9 times out of 10 on you. So I should say sorry. It's just I don't want to. And when you say sorry, then it's easier for me to say sorry.
Yeah, usually I want to react.
Yeah, but you don't.
Well, yeah, because I take a deep breath. I'm like, deep breaths. People say stuff.
Yeah, but you don't tell me to breathe. You don't tell me to breathe.
Why would I tell you to breathe?
Because
I can only control my emotions, not yours. Because
yes,
trying to control your emotions is going to piss everyone off. And then we're both going to be upset. And I can control myself.
Or I go and hide in the kids' play castle.
That's fine. I can't control that. I can just control what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes. But,
Yeah.
You know, and what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's true. So
That's all I can control.
that's a little insight on how we kind of handle our tiffs and bigger arguments and come back from it.
No
So.
problem.
Yeah, thanks for listening.